on NewsCenter, take a look at the outdoor farmers market on Main Street. See how the women's basketball team is preparing for the season.
And take a look at St. Clair's construction. All this and more on NewsCenter.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Bailey Kellum.
And I'm Eden Jordan. Here's what's making headlines for October 19th, 2017.
Lexington Mayor Jim Gray ordered the removal of 2 Confederate statues late Tuesday evening after obtaining a legal opinion that a state heritage panel does not have jurisdiction over them. The decision to remove the statues was originally announced in August by Mayor Gray after violent events took place in Charlottesville, Virginia. The Lexington Herald-Leader reports that a blockade was set in place by police in front of the former courthouse to bring crane equipment to the scene. The statues removed honored Confederate General John Hunt Morgan and John C. Breckinridge, the Confederate Secretary of War and a U.S. Vice President. Private donors have agreed to pay for the statues' relocation to Lexington Cemetery, where Breckinridge and Morgan are buried. And the statues are currently in a holding facility. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevins said that he disagrees with moving the statues. A Los Angeles recording artist will be at MSU on November 2nd. Wayne Bergeron will join MSU's Jazz Ensemble for a concert in Button Auditorium. He has worked on more than 400 TV and motion picture soundtracks. As one of the most sought-after musicians in the world, he has studio sessions, film dates, international touring, jazz concerts, guest appearances, and clinics worldwide. Before the concert at MSU, Bergeron will also be teaching a trumpet masterclass in Duncan Recital Hall. Additional information can be found by contacting the Department of Music, Theater, and Dance.
A farmers market was held Friday, October 6th on Main Street, outside on the lawn of the Rowan County Arts Center. Local vendors were encouraged to come out and boost the local economy.
This is something that we've done for 3 years now. We run it from April to October, and it's the first Friday of every month. This is our last one for the season, and we're thankful that we have bright, sunny skies and wonderful weather, because there's been times that we've had not so great weather and had to move it inside. So we wanted to end the year with outdoor weather that's nice and bright.
We are a vendor here at First Friday Outdoor Market. We have been coming pretty much every month since this event has started. It happens the first Friday of every month, April through October. We are a USDA certified organic vegetable farm. We also grow some other things like flowers, and we do maple syrup, we make jams and jellies, we have honey, we make crafts. My husband does wood turning, I do some sewing projects and everything, so we also have those available for purchase.
So I'm helping out with the children's booth today at the First Friday Festival of 2017 in October. I'm helping operate the children's booth. And for the children's booth, what we do is we offer free painting to the kids. We have an easel set up where kids can come and just play around with the paint and do whatever they feel like. We also are making fall leaf crowns. So we will stitch them together and they can put them on their heads, and they're just synthetic leaves that come in bundles. So.
Morehead State Public Radio is currently hosting a fundraiser and media drive this year. It is scheduled from October 16th through the 20th. This will be the first live on-air fundraiser in many years. The financial donations will go towards supporting local programming and operations. It will be telethon style. MSPR will also be hosting an open house on Friday, October 20th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. All financial gifts to Morehead State Public Radio are tax deductible and can be made online at WMKY.com or by calling the number on your screen. Dates have been announced for this semester's Safe Zone training. The training emphasizes 3 goals and is modeled after other collegiate Safe Zone programs. The goals include understanding student development theory as it pertains to multicultural competency, connect departments and resources through intervention in times of crisis, create a visible network for support for LGBTQ+ individuals and other marginalized groups. The dates for the events are Thursday, October 26th and Monday, November 13th.
Public ways. The Morehead City Council has decided people who sweep debris from their yard onto public property will be subject to a fine. The first reading of the ordinance was made last Monday, and the group voted unanimously for it. Mayor Jim Tom Trent says residents have been blowing their leaves and other lawn debris into the streets and creeks, assuming that the city will clean them up. He is frustrated because leaf cleanup in the city is free as long as the leaves are bagged. The first offense for violating this ordinance will be $100. A second offense will be $125, but fines could go all the way up to $500. President Donald Trump engaged in a public feud Wednesday with Democratic Congresswoman Frederica Wilson over her claim that he told the widow of a U.S. serviceman killed in an ambush in Niger that he knew what he signed up for, but I guess it still hurt. Trump denied Wilson's account in both a tweet and a statement made at the White House. Minutes later, Wilson responded on Twitter to Trump's remarks, saying she still stood by her account. President Trump has claimed he has proof of Wilson's claim being fabricated, but has yet provided anything. Hey, Sahara, what's the weather like today?
Well, if you were anything like me, you were a bit blindsided by the cold weather we had towards the beginning of the week. But today it's been pretty okay. It's been pretty comfortable, not too hot, not too cold. And we will be seeing that throughout the weekend. Not quite autumn weather yet, even though we're a few weeks into it at this point, but we are getting there. Thankfully, though, this weekend for our Saturday homecoming game, it will be very, very comfortable temperatures. We will be seeing around 80s, very nice throughout the entire day. So if y'all want to go out and support our MSU Eagles, it'll be very comfortable.
Thanks, Sahara. We'll take a look at the extended weather forecast a bit later. We'll be back with more news after the break.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
Kind of makes you want to...
Breaking a song?
Yeah? I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest.
I love when the Eagles play.
I love the campus.
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
I love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
This past Friday, Trump, in a speech about the White House, threatened to pull out of a deal that would effectively reverse Iran's nuclear program. Trump wants the nuclear deal to be strengthened by Congress and U.S. allies. Trump accused Iran of violating the agreement. However, the International Atomic Energy Agency, American allies in Europe, and the United States government all believe that Iran is following the deal. The ending of this deal could negatively affect relations between the U.S. and Iran.
The University of Louisville Board of Trustees has officially voted to fire both former head coach Rick Pitino and former athletic director Tom Jurek. These actions follow a decision to put Pitino on an unpaid leave and Tom Jurek on paid leave. These choices were made after an incident where the FBI linked Louisville to a bribery investigation involving recruits. The board voted 10-3 in favor of firing Tom Jurek and was unanimous in its decision to fire Rick Pitino. Moorhead students have volunteered their time for the Triplet Creek Trail Project. Students Logan Green, John Harper, Deborah Croft, and Jacob Day volunteered their time to check property lines along the path of the proposed Triplet Valley Trail. They did this under the supervision of MSU faculty members and licensed surveyor Joe Curd. The trail plan starts near City Park at the Memorial Tree Walk, moves along Triplet Creek, past the Moorhead Cinema, on through the Boone-Holland Wetlands region to KY 519 along the railway bed. Financial support for the trail is coming from the city, the county, Moorhead Tourism, St. Clair Regional Medical Center, MSU, and other private individuals.
The Kentucky Center for Traditional Music and the Kentucky Folk Arts Center will be changing departments next year. An email from University President Dr. Jay Morgan says on July 1st of 2018, the centers will move to the Caudill College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Vice President for University Advancement, Jim Shaw, says the transition will be completely transparent to students. Under the change, the centers will maintain their independent feel, but also be encouraged to collaborate with other programs in the college. Carter Caves has begun its 15th annual Haunted Trail. This year, State Park Manager Chris Perry says that if 2,700 people attend the Haunted Trail, he will throw a pool party for everyone in the Special Olympics. Last year, 2,500 people attended. Perry places a bet every year. This year's suggestions were placed on Facebook. The pool party for the Special Olympics stuck out to him because he has a nephew with Down syndrome. This Friday and Saturday, October 20th and 21st, are the last 2 days for the Haunted Trail. Tickets are sold for $10, but if you bring 2 cans of food as a donation on Friday, $2 will be discounted from your ticket.
After the break, Sahara LaForce has your extended weather forecast for the week.
And later, we take a look at the Moorhead Pride Festival for this week's News Center Spotlight.
Looking for somewhere to test your true benching ability? In need of your own rack to squat? Don't feel like running outside in muggy weather and just want a place where you can get good cardio without having to go very far? Come out to our recreational center. Hours and job offerings are available on mymoorhead.com.
Hey new MSU student, where are you off to in such a hurry?
I gotta head back to my dorm to make lunch before my next class.
Well, what if I told you there's a place that serves Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Jump Asian Express, and the kitchen, and so much more?
Well, jeepers, mister, that sure would be swell, but where would a place like that be?
Welcome to 3rd Street Eats. It's open Monday through Thursdays, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Fridays, they're open only till 4 p.m.
Mister, how am I supposed to pay for this food when I don't have any cash on me?
You can use Beaker Bucks, Flex, or your meal plan.
I'd like to use a meal, please. Thanks for showing me around 3rd Street, mister. This place is swell.
You're welcome, but oh wait. There you go. Now you're ready to take on the rest of your week. Go Eagles!
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Hello and good evening. I'm Sahara LaForce with NewsCenter and Moorhead. This is your weather. Currently in Moorhead, it is 72 degrees, which is also our high for the day. Going to and from classes today was probably a little bit uncomfortable considering it's been pretty chilly throughout the mornings for about the past week and a half or so. But going into the afternoon around 11, 12 o'clock, it started to warm up and go into our current high and current conditions. Humidity is at 45% and we have winds of 6 miles per hour. The record temperatures for this time of year in the past have a high of 87 degrees in 1953 and a low of 18 degrees in 1948. Now we are significantly higher than the record low for this time of year, but we are just a little bit under the record high. The normal high for this time of year is 69 degrees and the normal low of 44 degrees. Now we are above the normal high right now, which we have been for the past month or so. But the normal high is only a few degrees lower than today, so we are moving towards our autumn weather, finally, 3 weeks into it. Now for a look at our live Doppler radar. As you can see, there is no real precipitation, just a few scattered clouds throughout the northern part of Kentucky. You probably won't be seeing any rain or anything like that. But you will be seeing a few clouds. So you're going to be safe if you are moving throughout the evening. traveling to and from home or your dorm. Now for a look at our temperature map. It is 72 degrees in Paducah, 66 in London, 69 in Lexington, 70 in Frankfort, and 72 in good old Moorhead. Now for a look at tonight's forecast. We have a low of 47 degrees, which is right around the normal low for this time of year. So we are pretty close to hitting that. We have a 10% chance of precipitation. You probably won't be seeing any. But just in case, I would bring a jacket or something, especially considering how cold it's going to be tonight. Now for the sunset will be at 6:49 p.m. Now for tomorrow's forecast, it is going to be very sunny and comfortable at 84 degrees. So break out your tank tops. We are going to be having some pretty good weather going to and from home, or if you are traveling home this weekend. And also, on Saturday, we are going to be having some pretty comfortable weather for our homecoming game. Now for a look at our 7-day forecast. It is going to be pretty comfortable throughout the weekend, mid to high to low 70s, throughout the 70s. And through the rest of next week, it is going to start to get quite a bit cooler than we've been seeing for the past few days. On Thursday, it is going to pick up a little bit, but on Wednesday, we are going to have our lowest temperatures that we've seen in a while with 47 degrees. Throughout this weekend, it's going to feel fantastic, but throughout next week, it's going to be pretty cold and rainy. So break out your raincoats, break out your hoodies, everything for fall and winter weather. We're not quite there yet, but we are getting there. Now that was your weather for the week. Let's go back to the desk for our NewsCenter Spotlight.
The 2017 Moorhead Pride Festival was held earlier this month on 1st Street.
The town got the chance to celebrate the LGBTQ+ community through fun activities and education. Our Alicia Zacharias was there.
The Louisville Gay Men's Choir could be heard all over downtown Moorhead during the second annual Pride Festival.
I'm at Moorhead Pride, my first time at Pride with my boyfriend, and I like it because it's my first time just experience. It's just seeing everybody open and so happy and being who they are is like a good place to be, and I like it.
She don't know where he's gone.
With live music, activities, vendors, and drag shows, the festival celebrated the LGBTQ+ community and its allies in Eastern Kentucky.
I am the current abbess or president of the Derby City Sisters, a house of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence in Louisville, Kentucky. We travel around, we spread some love, we spread some joy, we raise awareness for safe sex, HIV research, all of that lovely stuff, and we wouldn't miss a Pride for the world. So we heard that we were here, so we came on up and wanted to have a fabulous time.
Officials say they are now gearing up for next year's festival. Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Alicia Zacharias.
When we come back, Jordan has your Eagle Athletics update.
The Morehead State football team fell 56-27 over the weekend against the University of San Diego. Down 49-7 at the half, the Eagles would score a 27-yard pass by Landon Hurst, but the Eagles' effort wasn't enough to give the Eagles the win. Quarterback Lawson Page finished the game with 330 passing yards while taking 5 sacks during the game. Wide receivers Jaron Higginbotham and Christian Robinson combined for 235 receiving yards. The Eagles return home for homecoming this Saturday at 1 p.m. versus Stetson. The Morehead State women's basketball team is preparing for this upcoming season. Coach Greg Todd says he's more than ready to get the show on the road.
We're very excited about upcoming season. We feel like we had a good off-season recruiting. We did lose 4 very valuable players off last year's team. Shay Steele scored over 1,000 points in her career. Brianna McQueen over 1,000. She was all-conference player. KK Tate was very valuable to our team, and Aaliyah Wells was a starter. So lost 4 very good players, but on the flip side of that, we do return 2 young ladies that have one, Ariel McKee's already got 1,000 points. Miranda Crockett, if she stays healthy, is going to get into over 1,000 as a junior. And Darian Seward had a great sophomore year. She returns, and we were able to have a good class and bring in some young players with some older players, and we feel like we have a good chance to have another excellent season. We know we'll be athletic. We know we'll be able to play an up-tempo game, and just finding out young ladies that will be able to play the minutes and give us night in, night out, and be very competitive.
Morehead State's basketball team will be taking on the University of Kentucky in a basketball exhibition. The Kentucky Cares Classic will be taking place on October 30th at Rupp Arena. The proceeds will be going to Team Rubicon, an organization that unites the skills and experiences of military veterans with first responders to deploy emergency response teams. Team Rubicon is currently in Florida responding to the hurricanes and will soon be responding to the wildfires in California. Tickets will go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster.com. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Wright Lane is closed at the intersection of KY 32 due to the construction of the new medical pavilion. Elizabeth Hernandez reports on the scene.
St. Clair Healthcare will open a $28 million pavilion. The 3-story, 81,000 square foot facility will be opening next year. The facility will provide over 100 exam rooms in the design, including cardiology, neurology, surgery, physical therapy, UK Women's Healthcare, radiology, laboratory services, among others. The pavilion is expected to open early 2018. Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Elizabeth Hernandez.
The Art Gallery will be hosting a new art exhibition. The main gallery will be hosting Cut-Ups, a group exhibition. An opening reception for the event will be held on October 25th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. It will have contemporary printmaking, sculpture, installation, and textile artworks. The gallery will be open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. until November 21st. The exhibition will be free and open to the public.
The Rowan County Arts Center has introduced a new class called Be Free Arts Enrichment. The class is offered to children in grades kindergarten through 5th grade. Classes take place every other Wednesday and begin at 3:30 p.m. and end at 6 p.m. The cost of the class is $10, which covers materials, a snack, and instruction. For more information or to register, contact 783-9857.
Right after you finish watching NewsCenter tonight, be sure to go down to Main Street in Moorhead and watch the homecoming parade. The parade will start at 6 o'clock and will go from West Main Street and will proceed until the end of Main Street near the Academic Athletic Center. There will be floats, a marching band, and a variety of special entries. The parade is the first of the homecoming events that will continue tomorrow with the homecoming kickoff celebration at 5 o'clock at the Moorhead Conference Center. NewsCenter will have more on the parade next week. The remainder of MSU homecoming activities will be held on Friday and Saturday. Friday has been designated Blue and Gold Day. MSU students and employees are encouraged to wear school colors to show Eagle pride. A memorial brick ceremony will also be held on that day at 10:30 a.m. There will be an MSU alumni kickoff celebration from 5 until 7 p.m. at the Moorhead Conference Center, with a banquet following that. Events on Saturday include breakfast with Beaker, a decades brunch for 1967, 1977, and 1996 graduates, and tailgating for the big football game. The game will be against Stetson. Halftime activities include a performance by the MSU Marching Band and the crowning of the homecoming king and queen.
With the holidays quickly approaching, it is especially important to keep in mind those in need. Churches, businesses, and individuals are being asked to help prepare Thanksgiving baskets for those in needy families. Local agencies will be determining who will receive the baskets. Anyone wishing to make a basket may drop them off at Faith Presbyterian Church on Sunday, November 19th from 12:30 until 2, or Tuesday, November 21st from 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. Mount Sterling's annual court days was held this past weekend. It is a 4-day event held every October filled with many different vendors. NewsCenter's Kyle King has more details.
Every year, people come from all over Kentucky to Mount Sterling Court Days, a fun event where vendors can sell their wares and for the family to have a bit of fun.
This is our second time here, but it's probably the first time anybody noticed us. We're the New Frontier Outfitters. We make gear for your everyday journey. Right now we've got some of our tees, our long sleeves, our crew necks, and our hats we custom design. My brother and I, we're from Moorhead, Kentucky, and this is a brand we kind of came up with. We're a Four Seasons brand, an outdoor lifestyle brand. And
I'm Rick Sutton. I'm a beekeeper from Garrett County. We sell honey. Sutton Honey Farm's been in business for 40 years. Well, we get to market our stuff to a lot of people from the regional area that come in, because people come here from everywhere. And I get a lot of repeat business every year. Probably 2/3 of what I sell since I've been setting up here since 1984 is repeat business. And we pick a few new customers up, and we educate people on bees and honey too, to a certain extent.
People can come and get some great food and beverages as well. With many different food vendors all over, there's food from grilled, sweet, or anywhere in between. Make sure you come out next year for all the fun and festivities this has to offer. For NewsCenter, I'm Kyle King.
That'll be it for us tonight. Remember, your news is always on NewsCenter's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages.
And you can catch this broadcast again on msutv.net.
On behalf of everyone here at NewsCenter, I'm Bailey Kellum.
And I'm Eden Jordan. Have a good evening.